What's up? My new camera. First video with my new camera. I got you sitting up here kind of top of my dolly. Not dolly, my step ladder. Cut my hair yesterday before I went to church. Made it a little shorter around the ears and top. My hat fits a lot better. Still got my mullet going on though. You know those long hats you can buy cover your neck? This is cheaper. I just grew my hair out and covers my neck. I haven't had a sunburned neck all summer. Yeah. It's cooler actually. With long hair it's cooler on the back. I don't like it up on the front though. If I get too much up here, on the sides and everything, whew, then I start getting hot. You got to keep these temples where air can get to them so they can cool off. I think that's a cooling spot on your head, your temples. What the hell? Here, bugs hitting my building. I had me a nighttime, a little nightcap. I've been trying to make me some grass stencil for my truck. I think I got one made pretty good. I got this box. Is this the one I was doing? No, yeah, this is my first. This is actually my second one. This is my first one, I think, or something. I don't know. I think it's my first one I made. This is my first stencil I made, and I did a little practice with black paint on my door over here. Let me show you. Oh, I can't see what I'm looking at. I got my thing turned around. That was the black box. You know, it's gonna be all green down here on my trucks, and I was gonna, between the green and the white, I'm gonna make me some grass sticking up. Like, that's my first, you know, that's not too bad, but I think I got a little better up here at the top. Let me find my stencil I made first. Where's that dang thing I made? I don't know what I did with it. I got you covered up so you can't see nothing. I'm looking for my stencil that I made. I don't know where I did with it, dang it. Dang it. Where the hell is my stencil? Oh, here it is. It's right beside me. Here's my other one I made. And it works pretty good. I'm going to make me another one. Probably use an antifreeze jug. Gives me a handle to hang on to. Don't get my fingers all dirty when I'm painting with it. And then I like these sides to keep the paint from blowing around too much. I don't need it down here because it's going to be green. But here's what I did with it. I thought that was some pretty good looking grass. I'm going to make that go down the side of my truck. You know, it'll be white up here. And then it's all going to, the grass is going to be green and all this is going to be green. And then it'll have that white background. But this here, I just kind of sprayed it right there. And then sprayed it there, then I went over the middle of it, in the middle, like every, you know, do 1, 2. I thought it looked pretty decent. I may make those a little bit wider even, just a hair wider, so the paint will go through them a little better. And then I'll have to clean them every now and then. I'll probably make me a new one. Either that or give me some duct tape and tape that back together right down there at the bottom. But I think that there looks like a pretty good grass. You know, the further you get away from it, the better it looks. I need to fix my garage, I know. It's all screwed up. Some sheetrock got tore up. I'm going to take it all off, put tin in here on the walls. But anyway, yeah. That's what I did today a little bit. Let me cover you up here. Sneak through the garage here. Put you back up here on the step ladder. That's just one thing I did today. I finished that big landscaping job. That's where I broke my camera. Broke my camera on the last day. Well, the day was actually the last day. I went over and put a bunch of preen in the beds. But I got that all done. And so tomorrow I got to go to that big yard I mow. I don't think it's going to need as much tomorrow though. I haven't been there for 2 weeks, so we did get a little bit of rain. I was going to tell you guys a story. A quick story. Instead of tomorrow, I'll get on tomorrow's stuff on tomorrow's video. Right now, I'm just going to, for my first video with this camera, I think it might be my 1001. My 1000th video didn't go up a tippy top in my truck. On my bucket truck, because I'm just going to wait till I get 500 subs. I got to have 500 subscribers. And then I'll go tippy topping on my bucket truck. But anyway, here's the story I was going to tell you guys. I got the police called on me. And, but this wasn't recently. This is a while back. This is like, I think it might have been 2 years ago. 2 seasons ago. I may have told this story before, the day it happened. But I never told it like something that happened in the past. So that's what I'm doing now. What happened was I mowed this grass, this lady's yard, every other week. She's a bi-weekly lawn. And it grew quite a bit. It probably, that year it was growing. I mowed this yard, I still mow them. But it was probably getting 8 inches tall before I went back, because I mowed it every 2 weeks. But her neighbor was one of them old men that mows his yard like every day. And he mowed it really short. He kept it real short and picked up every weed out of it and everything. It's actually had some weeds, but you didn't see them because he mowed it so damn short. But then he had all these flower beds in the back. And they had a chain link fence in the backyard. And anyway, he kept it nice. And I ran my trimmer. I kept a nice groove every 2 weeks. And I started noticing, I said, he's mowing on my side of the fence. He mowed a strip up through there. One little 21-inch lawnmower strip along my side of that lady's yard. And nothing aggravates me more than somebody crossing the line when I'm doing somebody's yard and the neighbor's crossing over, you know, and then mowing a little bit on theirs. So I was letting it go. I said, that's just 21-inch. He's just doing it along his fence. And then I noticed I went back over there. It's probably been another month went by the summer, and then it started to be 2 passes. Started to be 2 lawnmowers wide. So I let that go too. I mean, it ain't no big deal. I waved at the guy and was friendly to him and stuff. And then a little bit later on in the season, it was 4 lawnmowers wide. I mean, he was over, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 80 inches into her yard. He was mowing, and that pissed me off. Because that made her yard look stupid, you know. Because I was only mowing every 2 weeks, and I never mowed it as short as he mowed anyway. I kept it up a little bit so it had nice stripes. It was every 2 weeks. But it still looked good. That's if you're mowing the yard every 2 weeks, you just gotta tell them it ain't gonna be short. I'm only gonna take off a couple inches every time I come over. I mean, I'm either gonna mow it every week and it'll be a little shorter, or every other week and it's a little taller all the time. But every other week your yard stays green. If you mow it higher. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. I don't know what time it is. It's only 9:30. Must have got tired because I did a lot of computer work today. That computer wears my mind out. Anyway, he was 4 21-inch mowers wide. 2, 4, 6, 8, 84 inches. And that made me mad. So I was on my big Dixon with a 72-inch zero turn. It's kind of heavy. It weighs about 1,200 pounds. And it's got pretty big tires on it. But I was going across the front yard real fast, and you know, I couldn't get in his yard because he had to get the fence. But I could get in his front yard. And it was kind of muddy, and it was kind of wet that day. And I went through his front yard. I mean, I went over his yard. I did it. I was going about as fast as a mower would go, and I spun that thing around. And the whole mower was in his yard, and I left big tracks in his front yard. I was farming it. And he come out there yelling and screaming. I just said, "You're mowing her yard." That was an accident. I told him it was an accident. I said, I was just going too fast and I slid over, but I really did it because I was mad. I was trying to make a point to stay on your side. I'll take care of this side, you take care of that side. But so I went back to mowing. I just told him, stay on your side, I'll stay on mine. And I went back to mowing. I was mowing the backyard. And next thing I knew, the cops were. Oh, I think he told me he was gonna call the cop, and I told him to go ahead and do it because I was gonna. I just told him the truth. You know, the cops got there and they talked to him for a while. Then they came and talked to me. I said, yeah, I did get in his yard. I told him I did it on purpose because I was making my point that he needs to stay on his side because he's mowing 4 strips over here, making our yard look dumb because it's really short and we don't mow that short over here. And the cops kind of looked and agreed with me, and they told him, they asked him if he's been mowing on the other side of the fence, and he admitted it. And then I'm sorry. I told him I was sorry. I probably handled it the wrong way, but I'm just trying to tell you to stay on your side because I don't like my yard looking like crap that I take care of. You know, like when I leave, and I like it to look all the same. But that was my experience. The cops didn't do anything. They just said they heard me apologize to him in front of the cops, and they kind of seen what my point too. How the yard looked kind of screwed up because he was mowing a big wad over here that wasn't the same height as the grass I was doing. And it didn't look right. It just didn't look right, and it ticked me off. Another thing I'm gonna do with this new camera, I'm gonna try not to cuss. You know, I'm trying not to say that bad F word. May have to change it to funk. You know, Saturday Night Live had it. Oh, where's my scoop shovel? I was looking for that. Saturday Night Live a long time ago had a thing where I think it was Tony Danza. And he was talking New York talk and everything, but he said a whole bunch of stuff, man. It was horrible. But he was saying funk instead of the other F word. But it was pretty close sounded. I almost think he messed up. It's hard to say it anyway, but it's stupid to say the F word as a regular, I don't know if it's a pronoun or what, but adjective, I think. It's stupid to use it that way. I wasn't very good in English. English class is not my cup of tea. But that was my story about the cops getting called on me. I think that's the only time I had the cops called on me so far. You never know. Might happen again someday. So, that's my cop story. And just my new camera I'm on. I'm back on the... I can get back on now and do a video every day for y'all. And yeah. Glad to be back on my new camera. This is just like my old camera. It's my third one like this. The first one I had, it worked for a long time. It just got where it wouldn't charge no more, the battery. And I think there's a wire messed up on it. I might get that one. I might be able to get that one fixed. But the second one, you seen what happened to it. My truck tire took care of that one. Kind of run over it. Demolished it. So, yeah, we'll get back to making videos tomorrow. And thanks for watching and like and subscribe. When I get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to take my bucket truck all the way to the top and go all the way around in it. I never have done that yet. So, I'll be shaking in the knees. You want to get me scared, hit that like and subscribe button. Because I need a lot of likes. And I need a lot of subscribers. Yeah. Lord loves a working man.